Hi, welcome to Author Speak, an initiative by Books Etc., my favorite literary store. My name is Rana Safvi and I document India's syncretism, multi-plural, multicultural traditions known as Ganga Jamni Tehzeeb via its monuments, its food, its festivals, cultural traditions, and even clothes. It was while I was researching that I came across 4 accounts one written in the late 19th century and 3 in the early 20th century, describing the life of Delhi. Since these accounts were in Urdu, they were not accessible to everybody, as in Urdu the script is not read by many people today. They do speak it, but reading is a little difficult. So I decided to translate. It was translated under the name City of My Heart, and it's from here that I'd like to read a passage for you. The passage I'm going to read out to you today is from Delhi Ka Aakhri Deedar, or The Last Glimpse of Delhi, written by Sayyid Wazir Hasan Dehelvi, the grandson of the famous Deputy Allama Ahmad Dehelvi, known as Deputy Nazir Ahmad. Now, Wazir Ahmad himself was not present in 1857, but he describes what he has heard from his father and grandfather. And this book was published in 1934. And Shahid Ahmad, who wrote the preface to the volume, in which he says, Sayyid Wazir Hasan Dehelvi has showcased Delhi's Ganga Jamni Tehzeeb, communal amity, the colorful festivals, and the cordial relations between the Qila inhabitants and the general public. He has described the etiquette of assemblies along with a description of the manners and a way of the gentry and noblemen. No one who reads it can stop himself or herself from weeping tears of blood. Now, while translating it itself, I was very nostalgic for those days, and I'll read a passage now from here. There is this lady called Agai Begum who is talking to the author. Delhi was Delhi because of the Delhi Walas, who were full of love and empathy and were there for one another and couldn't bear to see even their enemies in trouble. Everyone had a royal disposition, dignified, fearless, and generous to a fault. They were cordial and would greet everyone graciously and humbly. Even if someone angered them, they didn't mind. There was always a smile on their faces and a sweet word on their tongues. Now such people are no more. Delhi was widowed the day they were ruined and scattered by the winds of time. That's 1857. The city is no longer Delhi, it is now Delhi. Now, Delhi was the colloquial term for Delhi, and Delhi was the literary term. So, when she says that it is no longer Delhi, it is now Delhi, she means that it is the Delhi of the British and not the Delhi of the Shah Jahanabadis. Even today, when we speak, we say Delhi. I ask you, what kind of life is this? They all seem to be dragging themselves on till they die. There's no blessing left for any of us. Everyone is struggling to earn a livelihood and live a decent life in these expensive times. Earlier, earnings may have been less, but we could buy more with less. We earned peacefully and we ate in peace. Now there's always a problem or clamor. The monsoons are good, the harvests are plenty, bags are full of grain, and yet we starve. It seems as if there's a perpetual famine, and why not? If there's a war anywhere in the world, it's we who suffer. Now, he's writing this in 1934, so the First World War has just finished. Before that, there were other wars which the British fought, and they were funded by money from India. We produce the grains and others enjoy it. Our money is also sent out to them. That's why we are now naked and starving. Earlier, whatever was produced here was consumed here. Money stayed within the house and everything was fine. Now, this is a political and social comment on the policies adopted by the British in India that drained India's wealth, known as the drain of wealth. Earlier, whatever was produced here was consumed here. Money stayed within the house and everything was fine. We could earn, spend, save, or do whatever we wanted. As they say, घी कहाँ गया खिचड़ी में, खिचड़ी कहाँ गई प्यारे के पेट में. Where did the ghee go? Into the khichdi. Where did the khichdi go? Into the stomachs of our loved ones. We were our own masters and our own slaves. If we were good, it was for ourselves, and if we were bad, it was we who suffered. Our days were like Eid, and our nights were like Shabbarat. So as you can see, this book is full of nostalgia, and these days, during the period of lockdown, I'm spending a lot of my time reading, and I have so many books which are unread. As this mug says, "Hazaron khwahish aisi ke har khwahish pe dam nikle." So there are still so many books which I have to read, but the ones that I'm reading currently is Ira Mukhati's Akbar the Great Mughal, and a book on Sufism by Carl Ernst, and a book on art by B.N. Goswami. So these are the books that I'm currently reading, and I have many on my list. Another book that I'm reading is The Princes of the Mughal Empire by Munis Farooqi. And stay safe, stay home, read, write, do whatever it is that keeps you content and happy and occupied during this time. And also pray for those who are less fortunate than us, who are struggling. And if you can, help them out. Thank you. Take care.